The week of February 5th to the 11th encourages mental depth, brings sudden, unexpected changes in our consciousness, our relationships, and our finances, as well as intensifies the sensitivity of our actions. What else can we expect? This is what we shall find out here today. Good morning, bonjour, Michelle Karen, astrologer, shaman. Welcome to my channel dedicated to the practical uses of astrology to lead a better life. Monday, February the 5th, Mercury is conjunct Pluto. Our mind is shrewd, probing, penetrating, and powerful. We are able to x-ray situations and people. We understand deeper truths. We are aware of what caused present challenges and have a bit of a detective mind wanting to solve the mysteries of life. There is an intuitive intensity to our thoughts, which could easily become obsessional or compulsive if we are not careful enough. But if we do remain cooperative and helpful towards others, discard what is not essential, and keep our reservations to ourselves, we have every chance of being able to negotiate any difference that may arise. We are actually quite persuasive and should choose our words wisely, as our impact on others has the power of being profoundly transformative. A day of intellectual insights and spontaneous psychotherapy. We could also need some isolation and solitude to mule over our plans and search for answers within. It is also possible that we may become entrusted with some secret information of grave importance that needs to be handled with careful responsibility, as the consequences of sharing it at the wrong time with the wrong people could be disastrous. We could be interested in regenerating our health and may wish to investigate anything related to share finances, whether it's taxes, insurances, or also inheritances, as well as explore the deeper meaning of death and sexuality. Wednesday, February the 7th, Venus is trine Uranus, a perfect day to break the routine. A surprising event could inspire us to try something new. Our personal magnetism expands, our charisma attracts fascinating characters, our social life is likely to widen and become very exciting. We are stimulated by dynamic, independent, lively, even eccentric people who introduce us to new ideas. Through friends, we meet more friends. Friendship and love are intimately connected today. A love can become a friendship, while a friendship turns into love. A relationship begun today has an element of unexpectedness, either because of the way we met or because of an age, cultural, or social difference. Full of energy and electric, it opens us to new ways of viewing life, enriching activities, and greater self expression, but could also prove a little volatile and short lived unless we manage to balance intimacy and freedom and are willing to give each other all the space necessary to express our unique individualities. Today, asserting our uniqueness and showing respect for each other's differences is essential to the success of a romantic connection. Our aesthetic tastes might become more unusual. We are likely to be attracted to original artistic expressions and interesting decorating ideas, ideal for trying a new hairstyle or modernizing our wardrobe. We are drawn to asymmetric patterns and making bold fashion statements. If we have ever wanted to dye our hair pink, this is the day. An unexpected financial development could occur, positive, provided we avoid impulsive investments. And still, Wednesday, February the 7th, Mars is sextile Neptune. We may experience many changes, some of which we don't have much control over, but that open really interesting new horizons. We could also feel a certain restlessness or dissatisfaction that makes us want to try something we've never done before and seek new opportunities. Our fertile imagination, awareness of possible subtle developments, and heightened intuition enable us to remain one step ahead of others. Meaningful, creative, artistic pursuits are encouraged. We definitely combine talent and inspiration, but should be careful that our life's aims are not unrealistic, that we remain organized and our dreams are supported by real work. Visions that do not motivate action tend to fade into the sunset. We may start a project full steam only to see it disintegrate if we fail to do the practical efforts necessary to make it concrete. We could also realize that a course of action we had been following no longer serves a real purpose. In order to bypass obstacles or opposition, we may have to carry out some of our projects in secrecy, work a little bit behind the scenes, and guard the privacy of our own interests. It is also important that we have integrity, are emotionally controlled, very honest, and forceful without being pushy. Not easily fooled, we detect insincerity in others and are protected from adversity and deceit. Our sexual expression is more gentle and loving. Our sensitivity is enhanced, as is our compassion and desire to selflessly help those in need go back on their feet. Dancers, photographers, actors, filmmakers, yogis, healers, clairvoyants, strategists, designers, any original creator, and anyone involved in work connected to water, the oceans, the sea, or charitable endeavors are favored. Our gay or psychic friends are stimulating. So, this is a great day also to spend in retreat, relaxation, and meditation. Thursday, February the 8th, Sun is square Uranus, which is a bit of a disruptive transit. Much restlessness marks this day. We rebel against our normal routine, resist restrictions, are headstrong, and deaf to good advice. Keen to liberate ourselves from anything that does not support the expression of our true self, we need fresh air and seek freedom. In our need to try new activities and assert both our individuality and uniqueness, we could act in rather wild, erratic, impulsive ways that create a bit of disturbance. It could also be that those major changes are precipitated by outside political, social, or economic conditions that we have very little control over and which shake our comfort zone and test our strength. Unexpected obstacles create a lot of tension. Arguments, conflicts, disagreements could cause difficulties in our relationships, leading to sudden separations. Machinery could break down. We could want to move, change jobs, or just simply pick up and leave. People are more emotionally detached, independent, inconsistent, maybe a little unreliable, taking little to no responsibility for their actions. Judgments are faulty and superficial. We are easily irritated by others. We could hear from someone from our past with which could all at once create a feeling of excitement and disturbance. A sudden infatuation could shatter an existing emotional commitment. A sense of chaos permeates the atmosphere. We could be tempted to branch out in all directions at once, make premature decisions, and take up an unusual hobby. Making definite plans in this turmoil is close to impossible. If we are too afraid to acknowledge our need for liberation, we could be prone to accidents. So let's be very careful when we drive. Let us also be totally honest with ourselves. This transit gives us valuable insights into what is no longer working so that we may eliminate the problem and breathe new life into our existence. Faced with the necessity to handle unexpected situations, we are forced to tap into our inner resources with ingenuity. And especially if we have settled for less than what we deserved, we could very well discover aspects of ourselves we never even knew existed. Uranus always awakens us to valuable higher levels of consciousness, and it also brings a certain revolutionary spirit. Anti-establishment demonstrations are likely to occur. We could completely disregard standard procedures, feel at odds with society, and even totally alienate ourselves while we develop a new social consciousness. This, therefore, can be either a wildly disturbing day or a very exciting day, depending on how flexible, innovative, independent, and adventurous we are. More than ever, do we need to exercise caution. Weeding out outgrown areas of our life is good only if we are careful to not make rash decisions. Erratic actions could make us discard or even destroy hard earned gain, leading to very complicated long term consequences. We should also resist the temptation to impose our views upon others and avoid being too willful. Sudden, unexpected events or obstacles could completely change our plans. We could also realize that everything we thought we always desired all of a sudden feels completely meaningless. We are likely to feel quite rebellious against anything that is holding us back from expressing our true individuality. The urge to seek new adventures is strong. It requires that we break old patterns and disrupt boring routines. We may need to reassess a lot of things in our lives, which could lead to leaving a job that no longer challenges us, freeing ourselves from a smothering relationship, walking away from a meaningless friendship, transforming an irrelevant belief, moving if where we live no longer corresponds to our needs, or adopting a whole new lifestyle. We crave to be different, yet it is important that we find constructive ways to express our originality. We are likely to develop our inventive genius and are drawn to unusual hobbies. If we adapt gracefully to the inevitable changes and draw upon our ingenuity to handle potentially difficult situations in a creative manner, this transit has a very liberating effect. It is very good for releasing outgrown conditions, getting rid of what no longer serves us, meeting new people, trying something we've never done before, and moving towards exciting experiences. This transit has the potential to make us stronger, more self assured, and much clearer in our consciousness of what makes us unique. And Saturday, February the 10th, Mercury is square Jupiter. We should be very careful to not promise more than we can deliver. Blind trust is unwise. And today, if an offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. Our judgment in legal and financial matters may err on the excessive side. An item we have an eye on may be overpriced. If we are going to indulge in a big expense, we should get a second advice to make sure we are not overpaying. Our optimism, our ability to focus on the silver lining of every dark cloud and think in terms of the big picture are strengths today, as long as they don't degenerate into exaggerated self righteousness or arrogance. If we can plan things carefully, do not overlook details as being unimportant, remain flexible and moderate, this is a great day for business transactions as well as improving our character. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Your comments are always appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to place a thumbs up and hit the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video once, sometimes twice a week. Remember, as always, choose your battles, walk in beauty. Thank you for watching. Until next time.